Hi everyone, welcome to part 2 of my review of Julia Quinn's Bridgerton series on Netflix. Now, there are so many different aspects of this amazing show to talk about, so for this video, I'm going to focus on the setting. So, what was so great about the setting? I think that Shonda Rhimes and her whole production did a really good job in marrying modern and historical together. um, if we look at the costumes, for example, the style and the cuts look very much connected to the Regency era, but the colors are a lot more vibrant, which actually is a really good metaphor for the vibrancy of the show itself. The show's just alive. It's not stale. It's not overcast. It's colorful, just like the costumes and the characters and the story. The language, they use the language that was used at that time. So it felt a bit like when you read Jane Austen, but because the actors did such a good job in portraying their roles and the topics of conversation, the feelings, the sexual politics between the characters, and their roles in society at that time, you kind of just get immersed and you don't even think that it's old style. It's just part of the feel of the show. And the scenery, they did a really good job finding really good places to film, and the sets were amazing. It was really luxurious, just like the show. Now, one of my favorite things about Bridgerton is the music. Now, if you've seen Bridgerton and you're planning to see it again, or if you haven't seen Bridgerton yet and you want to see it soon, I really recommend paying attention to the soundtrack. I think that that's one of the most amazing things about the show, the way they used music to bring together historical and modern at the same time. My favorite two songs that were used in Bridgerton were Wildest Dreams by Taylor Swift and Girl Like You by Maroon 5. So they played both songs using string ensembles, which gave you the feel that it belonged to that time period, but it was so good to also recognize those modern songs. And lastly, the multicultural cast. I thought that was just genius how Shonda Rhimes created this production with a multicultural cast. And another thing too is, except for mentioning it maybe once, there wasn't much of a deal made out of the cast being multicultural. It was just shown as a given. So you end up just focusing on the characters as people, not their race, which was really good too, because you just saw the human emotion that can be felt and expressed by anyone regardless of their color. So that was really good. I really enjoyed Bridgerton, and in my next video I'll talk more about the cast and the characters. Thanks.